Fortnite may be deleting your account soon, and here's how you can prevent it in today's video. With the release of the 21.20 update, of course, we've got so much new content ranging from map changes, Indiana Jones being unlockable, new collaborations and free rewards leaked on top of brand new map changes that are either upcoming or in the game right now. So with all of this new cool stuff being added today or upcoming in the near future, you guys of course anyways will want to save your account. I'd stick around until the end of the video if I was you, because you just witnessed a mirror get cracked, which means 7 years bad luck if you don't. However, very quickly before we dive into it all, one favour I ask of you guys, considering it takes 2 seconds and is 100% free to do, is enter my creator code FM1 3 digits inside the Fortnite item shop. You guys already know this not only puts a giant smile on my face, but cheers up my pug Gus too, who's been kinda sad about the fact he knows that 70% of all eyes watching right now are not subscribed. With that said, hit the big red button right now as we're on our final push to 2.5 million or 2.5 million subscribers, and after all it only benefits you as I do give different subscribers every single day. So if you ever want to receive something, simply make sure you subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on, and then comment your Epic Games ID down below and let me know what you'd like to receive, so perhaps you could be gifted like this on screen in front of hundreds of thousands of eyes to see in the next video. But with that said, now enough messing around, there's so much intel to go over and accounts on the line, so make sure of course you don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm not, I'm sitting on my
Don't
back.
go anywhere.
First of all, before we get into how Epic Games are potentially terminating some people's accounts, at least you're not in Peely's situation by being crushed by the giant boulder in the Indiana Jones trailer. Of course, with Indiana Jones being available to unlock today both pages of cosmetics, with page 2 only just recently being revealed, with the recent map change from what once was this temple right here on the map, now renamed and revamped as Shuffle Shrines, as you've seen from the transition. For those that haven't dared to land here yet and complete the challenge for unlocking the emote, there's actually a lot of cool secrets to do with this and an easy way around it. Of course, once you find the order of these particular symbols, or what colours they are, I like to remember them as, and entering them, opening this door, the Ripsaw launcher honestly is your best friend in terms of destroying these poison traps, which actually eliminate you very quickly from running back through here after interacting with this artifact, like of course he does in the movies, thinking he's gotten away with it, but then a giant boulder chases him, which actually insta-kills us, and despite the golden artifact after interacting with it of Tomato Head giving us 250 gold each time in game, once this giant boulder has crashed, the more interesting thing is on the right of this particular room. Upon going back here, you should be met with 2 chests. However, this door or structure right here can't be destroyed or opened in no other way than using for the first time on your emote wheel the Indiana Jones built-in emotes. So yeah, don't bother trying your Ripsaw launcher on this door, it's going to do absolutely nothing. And despite this location obviously being changed today from the effects of the reality tree, with Donald Mustard teasing that there's going to be more rapid succession changes toward the end of this season happening because of it. For our second point that isn't in game right now, but we know is going to be upcoming changes made to name locations rotating throughout different themes, such as what we see at the Butter Barn and also Logjam, is, as you can see right now on screen, Sleepy Sound and Condo Canyon. And despite these particular changes made to these 2 areas, of course, with this being an early concept by another YouTuber of what Sleepy Sound could look like once these changes are made, all versions of the location that rotate throughout each game, it looks like the same sort of thing could be happening at the Daily Bugle very soon, as Hypex stated the Daily Bugle now has or will have reality roots around it. Hopefully it's becoming a change in POI like the other new ones. This has literally been here since the start of chapter 3 or the island flipped over, and despite Epic Games trolling us through loading screens and other factors pointing toward that the blimp would be crashing into here, it simply avoided it and crashed into the ocean. It's about time for a change, but I don't think it'll be gone forever, considering we haven't had the Miles Morales Spider-Man collaboration yet, and of course this name location is in direct reference or link or collaboration with Spider-Man. Speaking of something's time that's finally up in Fortnite, many of you will be glad to know that the Combat SMG has finally been vaulted. I know this wasn't a fan favourite by the community by all means, despite them taking this out with the release of today's update 21.20 being the second of all 5 updates this season, leading all the way up to 21.50. If you haven't already seen it around the island, Epic Games not only teased in last night's update with the term charge that there would be a new charge weapon, being the Charge SMG that's currently in game. I wouldn't say this SMG is all that good in terms of practicality, however it's good for phasing through builds and obviously getting into enemy structures or even just tearing them down. And speaking of builds, for our 4th point, despite the return of the Porter Fort, which has been something that everybody's been wanting to see re-implemented into Fortnite for quite some time, with everybody throwing these around in normal playlists or normal modes that actually have building enabled, what if I told you you can still use these even in zero build, which kind of goes against the objective because it's kind of building but instantaneously. Who knows, maybe perhaps Epic Games will take these out, as they may seem like the new meta instead of just the cow catchers we can use or throw down for cover. Moving on, speaking of more changes that Epic Games will soon be making, for those that didn't catch that there was a skating leak implying either rollerblades or skateboards would be coming as new vehicles that we can traverse around the map using within Fortnite, despite us still having no word on motorcycles or any further updates or sign of them coming to the game this update. Data miners found upon downtime commencing that there is soon going to be implemented in the center center point where the party seems to be at in the water anyways at Loot Lake, a floating skate park POI. Could this mean that we see skateboards or rollerblades just like what the character Joy is wearing in Fortnite before motorcycles even get here? At first it seemed like Epic Games were desperate to add motorcycles, considering the riding animals mechanics obviously working the same as how we would ride motorcycles or how it would look, but this update, like I said, literally no new updates made in regards to the progression of them being added or further updated in the coding. And speaking of this area at Loot Lake where the 0 point actually is above the surface but underwater still, if you didn't notice the small changes of shockwaves coming off it, I'll let the scientist's new voice lines leaked or implemented today explain exactly the situation of this.
There it is again. Another 0 point energy shockwave, magnitude 7.2. The 0 point has gotta be bringing these relics here because it wants us to have them, right? And, you didn't hear this from me, but since we're almost friends, now is the time to be worried.
You would have thought the characters of the Fortnite Island knew by now that anytime the 0 point's above the Earth's surface, even if it is underwater, it's going to destabilize and it's not going to be good. What is good, perhaps crazy, however, is a brand new upcoming collaboration that's actually been confirmed now being Fortnite x Dragon Ball Z. As you can see, Hypex tweeted out the creative prop is called Stamina Capsule and it's categorized as a collab item plus it has an anime look. Epic has also been working on a stamina item for BR for a while now, and here are the two pictures in reference. Basically, if you don't know much about Dragon Ball, this logo is directly used within Dragon Ball Z or looks very similar to something within the show. So perhaps we can actually get this skin for free in some way, shape or form, kinda like we could with the Naruto free rewards in the Nindo quests. Speaking of free rewards that are confirmed, however, for everybody right now, including a brand new Galaxy themed skin, is the Galaxy Cup that's taking place, according to Sheena, between July 16th and 17th. Not only will the highest scoring or ranking players throughout this particular cup earn the skin for completely free, and we'll have more details on that in other videos to come, but on top of that you'll also have the chance to obtain the harvesting tool, back bling, and this really cool looking spray. Like other cup cosmetics, I'm guessing they will come to the item shop at some point, but if you want it for free and even early before it does rotate throughout the item shop to perhaps flex on your friends, then you know when to participate now. And whilst we're on the topic of complete free cosmetic sets, but this being exclusively only free and not rotating throughout the item shop, is the Xander Set. This skin has been in the files for literally so long now, and it was only a matter of time before Epic Games implemented it in a way that we could earn it for free, and this is going to be via the Refer a Friend program, kinda like we had a free skin and cosmetics before. As of right now, it's unknown of the exact date when Epic Games will be adding this or making it available to everybody. However, moving on to the most important part of the video, Epic Games actually deleting some Fortnite accounts and giving us a timer to do so, or a timely basis. For those that have started playing Fall Guys as of recently and linking their Epic Games account if you haven't played it previously to actually earn the Major Mancake skin, which again is another free skin currently that we can earn for completing 100 rounds of Fall Guys. Considering Epic Games not only owns Fortnite but Rocket League and Fall Guys too, when logging back into Fall Guys, if you happen to be under the age of 13, when you log back into Fortnite, it could come up with this message right here. Fortnite, ask for your parents' help. Once your parent has given permission, you will be able to continue using this Epic Games account. Warning, if you do not complete this process, we are required to delete your account in, and then it's around 30 days time. In terms of the bottom button saying resend email, I'm guessing that's going to send an email to whatever email you actually set up your Epic Games account with, and from people sharing examples of what the email may look like on the internet, as you can see, it states your child age 9 has an Epic account which is used to play Fortnite, Rocket League, blah 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 and other things. Click on the link to provide your permission and restore your child's account. So upon doing this, people have actually been having some kind of trouble. Of course, once going through the process, you can actually determine, if you're a parent, what games your child's allowed to play on the Epic Games store in terms of Fall Guys, Fortnite, you name it. And despite the first steps being pretty simple in basically giving you parental controls or your parent that you're actually going through this with, the worrying thing to many people is what's asked of us at the end right here. As you can see, it asks us to confirm if you're an adult or whatever adult you're with anyways controlling the account now, and to do this you have to either enter your credit or debit card or the last 4 digits of your social security number, and I'm in the UK so I don't have this. And to be honest, no shade at Epic Games, this is kind of what a scammer would ask for, you know, if somebody's asking you to sign up to something and get some personal details, these are ones that you usually don't want to give out. To add to the scammy feel, to help with this process, Epic Games have teamed up or partnered up with a company called Super Awesome, and despite that being a kind of cheesy or illegitimate name seemingly from the wording of it, this process is 100% real, and obviously Epic Games wouldn't do anything like give your data out or stuff like that. And again, this is triggered when you open Fall Guys free to play for the the first time and link your Epic Games account that you use to actually play Fortnite or Rocket League through. So if you want to save yourself a big hassle, of course, make sure to enter your date of birth above 13 years old. If you found this video helpful or enjoyed, slap a like in it down below and make sure you subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on for more instantaneous Fortnite updates as soon as leaks are announced or pour out. But speaking of other videos now, make sure to interact with anything on screen, I don't mind. However, most importantly, hopefully I can catch you in the very next video I post on the channel.